So here we are with director Joseph Kosinski, who is coming off of his success from Top Gun Maverick with his new follow-up Netflix film, Spiderhead, a movie that is not your typical penitentiary film. Two inmates form a connection while grappling with their past in a state-of-the-art penitentiary run by a brilliant visionary who experiments on his subjects with mind-altering drugs. This visionary that I speak of is Steve Amnesty, played by Chris Hemsworth, who is a pharmaceutical science man developing little vial of colored liquid that can significantly manipulate or alter a person's moods and emotions. Our main lead is the inmate Jeff, played by Miles Teller. He's soft-spoken and kind, who's dealing with his past. We get to see flashbacks of his past that show us what led him to where he is now. He has a growing attraction for the inmate Lizzie, played by Jernese Smollett, who's also dealing with her own demons as well, and might I add is a really good cook. She connects well with Jeff emotionally. As you can see, the story is all about how we can cope with trauma while also touching on self-forgiveness. This film is based on a short story by George Saunders called Escape from Spiderhead. So what are we looking at here? Well, we're looking at a high-concept sci-fi comedy thriller that isn't strong enough to hold itself together on its own, even with a limited and solid cast. I'll say it again, this is a film that isn't as clever as it thinks it is. Spiderhead contains a fascinating high-concept sci-fi premise, but even with a reliable cast and a talented director, it falls short of its own potential. The movie reaches to have like an uneasy strangeness to it. I guess what makes this interesting as you watch it is your own curiosity with the constant procedures taking place throughout the movie. We're wondering, where is this all going and why? It's similar to Ex Machina, but I'm not sure if it's trying to be exactly like it or if it's its own thing but just inspired from it. Like I said, the premise of the film is interesting, it just doesn't follow through with it well. This probably would have worked better had it been a Black Mirror episode. One thing that bothered me was the soundtrack. Don't get me wrong, it's good music, but the songs just didn't seem to fit the scenes. And I just don't feel like the music selection here was right for the movie. And using Roger Ebert's 4-star rating system here, I would give this film 2 out of 4 stars. I didn't hate this film, I just wanted more. There was a point where I thought it was actually setting itself up nicely to have a dark and twisted turn, but it never came, and what played out was pretty forgettable and uninspired. It's not a terrible watch, but don't go in expecting anything game-changing. I'm just saying.